these can all, I think these are all third cut. These are all second cut. We're a young bespoke jean company based in Tupelo, Mississippi, and we make a true bespoke product from start to finish. We sell through several custom clothing companies in other states and in Mississippi. We did not have a brick and mortar operation. So we're designing our sign right now, and we'll be putting it up on our new Oxford studio, which we're really excited about. To my knowledge, we're the only bespoke company in Mississippi, and we're one of the only ones in the South. It's heavy.
That's awesome. God, that's awesome. That is the coolest thing ever.
The question we always get is, what are you guys doing here? What is this about? They walk in, they look around, and it looks like no other store they've ever been in before, because they're actually seeing raw goods rolled on the walls. They have 4 to 6 choices of denim fabric. Then they move to the thread theory, so they get to design the thread of their jeans. We explain that they are part of the creation process, and the customer, they help us design their custom jean, so they get to pick the thread of their jeans, hardware, choices that you'll never get.
You don't see many custom-made places. This is great. This is awesome.
Then the last process is we do an 8-point measurement. We fit the jean to your body.
If you'll stand shoulder width apart, please.
Model, please.
Fine measurements. Okay, I'm gonna head.
When I found out that this was a custom place, you know, I just kind of wanted a memento that was a little more personal than just an Oxford coffee cup, and you know, so I felt like these are from Oxford, and that's where we're from.
Nick and I have been friends since high school, and I asked him to lunch one day, and we started talking about numbers.
He asked me for a great sandwich and some good sweet tea at a McAllister, so we met and we wrote down the business plan on a napkin.
And I asked him if he wanted to quit his really stable, really well-paying job and come start a jean company, and luckily he said yes.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Hope you have a great day.
So then we sit down, and I take just a regular McAllister's napkin and write out the business plan as simple as I can. We actually bought 14 machines. The owner wanted to sell it so badly that he was like, no, we will help you take this to Tupelo. Yeah, we brought the sewing machines back, and we turned them on, and we realized we didn't even know how to thread them.
There's 2 things that happened tonight. That we decided that we were going to do this together, and that we weren't going to tell a soul what we were doing. Just in case we failed, that nobody would know that we failed. I didn't tell my brother, I didn't tell my dad.
Once we spent the money and we bought a sewing company, then we were like, well, we own a sewing company. Why don't we now we have to make jeans, right? Because you can't have a business in secret. I mean, eventually you want to sell product. We knew we did not know anything about the garment industry. Our marketing guy put it best. He said, you're not a jean company, you're a company who wants to be a jean company because you never made a product. He was like, these are grandpa jeans. They had a fly on them, like 10 inches. And I kept going back. At some point, somewhere, someone had to start something that they knew nothing about. Someone had to take a risk. We just kind of jumped in. Once we started seeing the raw materials getting here and the denim start rolling and the excitement, I mean, we knew we were going to get there. We're going back to the old way jeans are made, on a machine, one at a time, with raw denim, premium raw denim. We're using all made in America products, which is unheard of in the jean world right now. If you go to a big box store, we made a jean after we sold the jean, which really is great for an entrepreneur with very little capital. We still to this day only make what we sell, which I think is the reason we're still in business. But the reason our jeans are better is because of the talent that we have working for us and the hours and the time they put into the jean. We're right in the middle of the seamstress labor pool because there was so much garment in North Mississippi and then furniture in North Mississippi. Sarah Ritchie, our lead seamstress, She started sewing garment when she was a teenager and sewed garment for years. Then when garment left, she went into the furniture operation. And now she's back sewing garment with us. I think she'll sew with us until she retires.
It reminds me of being a family. I guess because I've done it all my life.
So we're bringing some of those people back full circle to sewing garment again, which I think is really neat. The talent that we have is the key to our business being successful.
I like to get out my notebook when I'm working on people's patterns. I write it all down and I start looking at it. I start going through waist measurements, seat measurements, rise measurements, thigh measurements. And so we go through all that to make your jean, and then I start with those. A 45, it's closer to a 47 now and not a 45.
Now the difference in Blue Delta is that you have your own pattern on file. It takes 4 to 6 weeks for us to turn that jean
Any
around.
problems when sewing the fly?
We bring the customer
This is
back
all
into the
part of
studio,
it.
make sure that it fits in the places that they want it to fit. I think that's really what sets us apart, is that we make the product to fit you. We don't ask you to fit into our product. Our orders have spiked in recent weeks. Now we're seeing the business really start to take off on its own.
My grandfather witnessed sewing, garments, jeans business leave this country, and here I am at 25 years old, and it's coming back.
If you gave me a napkin today and I had to rewrite the business plan, we wouldn't change a thing. Our jeans now are some of the most handsome jeans on the rack. You know, I'm proud to make a product with American talent, American materials that competes with every other jean company in the nation. And someone said, companies like ours are the forward to an American comeback story. I thought that was really well put. And we're a small part of that, but we're glad to be a part of it.
People aren't buying, a ton of clothes anymore. They are buying less, but they're buying higher quality.
I know it's hard when the best of many a songs has let you down. Maybe take some time, sit down with a cup of coffee, it'll ease your mind. Don't give